Bartenders are supposed to keep an eye on how much alcohol their customers drink. Well, now servers in one Fox Valley community need to be careful about how much they drink. Neenah is the first community in our area to pass a sober server ordinance.
It means bartenders can now be cited and eventually perhaps have to pay a fine if their blood alcohol content is 0.08 or higher. There are mixed reviews on whether such an ordinance is needed and whether the idea will catch on elsewhere. Fox 11's Chad Doran has multiple views.
The Neenah ordinance won't prevent bartenders there from having a drink or two with customers, but Neenah Police Chief Kevin Wilkinson says it will reinforce a policy many bars already have against servers becoming intoxicated.
Not only does the employer have an action against them if they violate that, but the police department's going to take action too. So I think it makes it stronger.
Wilkinson says officers won't be doing nightly bar checks, but they will cite a bartender if police are called for an incident and determine a server's blood alcohol content is over the limit. The Tavern League of Wisconsin says local ordinances are an unnecessary burden to the industry.
So I think this just might sound good to a lot of local officials. The reality is it's not an issue in places around the state that we've talked to.
Several other communities around the state have enacted similar ordinances, and at least one Appleton alderman says it's something Appleton may want to consider.
If Neenah keeps this law on the book for a couple of years and we start to see a major change in behavior, or we see a lot of arrests come from it, then we'll know that it's responding to an actual problem. And at that point, I think it makes a lot of sense for other communities to look into adopting something similar.
At the Mad Hatter in Appleton, bartender Abby Kiefer says she hopes her city doesn't follow Neenah's example.
I could do a shot, but I don't choose to drink on the job. And it just seems to work better. I have better judgment. But as far as telling me I can't, I think that's a little extreme.
Loebner says it boils down to responsibility and accountability.
If you're not sober enough to drive a car, you may not also be sober enough to make responsible decisions about who should or shouldn't be drinking.
Green Bay looked at a similar ordinance earlier this year, but backed away under pressure from local bars and bartenders. In Appleton, Chad Doran, Fox 11 News.
The 4 other cities with a sober server ordinance right now in the state are Madison, La Crosse, Jackson, and Kenosha.